It's great to be here this evening, Tuesday, in front of the Opera House, where we're just about to light up the Opera House orange, to acknowledge SES Week and the great work that over 10,000 volunteers around New South Wales do in protecting their community. Tonight wouldn't be possible without a partnership that we now have between NRMA Insurance and New South Wales SES. Two iconic brands in the state looking after the community's interests. And really, it is about volunteers. It's about the people that give up their time in their own communities to protect their own communities, but not only that, they'll go to other communities, and as we've seen over the last 12 months, go interstate to help people in other places around Australia. So a great time for the community to celebrate the SES and to thank the volunteers for what they do.
On behalf of the Minister of Emergency Service and New South Wales State Government, it's a great pleasure to be here for the launch of SES Week, which is a real celebration, not only as a tribute to those hard-working men and women of our SES, and there's approximately 10,000 across the state of New South Wales, but also to the work they do for our local community. They often put their own lives at risk to rescue other people and rescue property, and I'm sure I speak on behalf of all people in New South Wales. We give them tribute and we praise them and support them. And I'm pleased to say our SES here in the state of New South Wales is one of the best equipped across the nation, but it's all about giving them the respect and support they need. And also probably I'd like to pay respect to their families that allow their loved ones, their sons and daughters, husbands and wives, to actually participate in community activities at often risk to their own lives and own well-being. And I think it's really great what the men and women do for the SES, and I'm sure the people of New South Wales are deeply thankful because they're the first one we call in natural disasters.
NRMA Insurance is enormously proud of the relationship that we have with the New South Wales SES. If there's something that we really admire, it's people who really make a huge effort to get people back on their feet after a major disaster and tragedy. And the New South Wales SES do that in the moment for all the people of New South Wales, and then we do that after the event when we need to help them get themselves back on their feet. And so it's something that we think is wonderful, and the volunteer work that the SES do is just amazing. Who better to celebrate than people who actually put themselves, their lives on the limb to really look after other people. They're the very best sort of people, and they're the sort of people that we think are worth celebrating. So NRMA Insurance is absolutely proud and delighted to be celebrating with the New South Wales SES.
One of the main reasons why I'm here today is to support and thank our SES volunteers. I personally can't thank them enough. They actually came to my rescue in 2003 and cut me out of a car crash and basically saved my life. So if it wasn't for those volunteers who saw me on the worst day of my life and cut me out of that wreckage, I wouldn't be talking to you tonight. So I'm here to support our SES volunteers and to thank them wholeheartedly for the great work that they do every single day.